Okay. So I was watching the History Channel, and you know, there were so many of these I couldn't do them all because it just becomes a joke after a bit. Now, does it mean this didn't happen? No, it doesn't mean it didn't happen. But the way that they write it up is, you know, it's definitely code. So, you know, these numbers are set to weave. I'm pretty sure they're set to weave mental images into your head without your knowledge. So let's look. 36 B-17. So the B-17 was a bomber. So there was 36 of them. More than 360 Americans were lost. That was one rate. So there's your 36 and your 36, your 9, your 9, your 18, your 9. Here's 150 German fighters were lost. There's your 6. Within 90 minutes, 240. So there's your 9, there's your 6. Right? Then you got your 300. Over here, you've got your 36 were shot out of the sky. Polebrook, England. Do you really think it's important to tell me the exact moment in 1944 by putting 630? No, but you need to if you want to continue the fucking code. March 44, 3 months to D-Day. We see this here. See the little yellow X on the vertical stabilizer, aka the rudder. Over here, German fighter, Luke Focke-Wulf, I think. Here's your 9. Here's another close-up. Here's your 3, and the dude that was giving the rendition over here. So there you go. I mean, it's all code. Oh, some idiot on my other video I left said, "Oh, you're going to open a web page so you can collect people's data." Flash broadcast, news coming at you. Every time you turn on your computer, your IP, which is interesting because you can actually find that in the Bible, in the Hebrew. Your IP leaves a trail. You ain't got to worry about me, bro. I'm the guy that I should be worried about you. Because you're coming to my page trying to start shit. So that tells me what your intent is. Okay? So as far as me opening a web page to collect data, you idiot. They've been collecting data on you since the day you were born. You are data, stupid. Like you're so special that if I opened a web page and you came over there, that I would somehow turn you in. You moron. The minute you accepted taking money, when you came out of your mother's womb and they fucking put that magical piece of paper on your head and gave you a name, you became a golem. Like anybody's going to do something to you that's going to change your life. Shut up, idiots. There's some good people on my page here. But you know what? If I get one person that follows me over there that really is trying to see things, great. I don't need views. I don't need friends. I don't need anything else. I never came here for any of this stuff. You know, it's all about learning and discovery. You know, I mean, yes, I have my own spiritual beliefs, but if you log into YouTube, every fucking thing that you do is tracked. If you log into a Walt Disney site, everything you do is tracked. They're called cookies, moron. Okay? Everything that you do, you have to enable cookies. They're little markers that show where you went. It ties it to your history. Go read about it. And besides, some schmuck like you know, there's other people's pages you can go on. David Icke, Tessarian, Dave J, Jungle Surfer. I really don't even dislike Dave, actually. I used to have some good talks with him about a lot of things. Okay? So it's not really a hate thing with him. I mean, I really don't even hate that Jungle Surfer dude. Although I know he thought he was getting over on me when he was using his alternate identity. But yeah, whatever. It is what it is. If they want to believe the moon ain't there, well, fuck it. Fine, great, whatever. I still think that's the intent of Sandy Hook is what's important here. Because let's say we're living in a make-believe world. Okay? Well, somebody's intent, your intent is what creates Your intent is what creates. They keep slipping these numbers in because they're trying to get us to create. Okay, and no, nobody here is a god or a goddess, so spit that right out your ass right now. They're trying to get you to create, so they put these numbers in here over and over, and they associate them with things. And so pretty soon we live in a reality, consensus reality, where if we all think it, we all create it together as a group. Okay? And so, you know, all of these things saying this or that is a hoax, maybe that's what they're doing. I'm just telling you. I am the king on YouTube for finding this type of code. I am not the king on YouTube. But there's nobody else out there finding this stuff or found it. It was always there. Okay? Just nobody else ever brought it up. What's that guy's name? Galactic Wacko knew all about the 369. Tesla knew all about the 369. But Galactic Wacko didn't know that it was encoded into the news stories. And if you ask him, he'll tell you that himself. He's way smarter than I am. But he didn't know it was being woven into the news stories. So it's in everything. And I think what it is it's an algorithm. Because Tesla said if you could control that 369, you could control the universe. Well, it's an algorithm. Okay? It's a symbol, but it's an algorithm. The 3 is the top, the 6 and the 9 are the two that keep changing. And so it's kind of like a sine wave. I'm not barring what I said earlier. But if you knew the cycles of everything, let's say that you knew that every 25 years there would be a major earthquake in India. If you kept enough records, you would be able to, at some point, almost pin that down to the day and the hour that it would happen. But your records would have to be really good, and they would have to be kept for a long, long, long time. But eventually, you would figure out that algorithm. And once you figured out that algorithm, you could clear all the people out of there, nobody would get hurt. You could really control things. You couldn't control the algorithm, but you could control the outcome of it. Okay? And so it's like a slot machine. If you knew that that thing paid off every 2,000 players, or every 2,000 times the handle was pulled, then you could position yourself to be perhaps sitting in that seat on the 2,000th pull of that. Okay, but there's an algorithm here going here. The 369. It's the thumbprint. It's the sine wave. So don't need to make have a bit a bitch session here. It wasn't what it was about. Just giving you the History Channel. They weave it into everything. They weave it into everything. I still believe that Sandy Hook is real, and the effect that the intent was real. Like I said, they could have moved those kids out in the middle of the night if they really wanted to pull something off. So it was a bigger thing, It surely was real in the minds of the people that believe it. So there again, it's still real, and we know that autistic kids are special kids. They're highly intelligent. Their heads are wired in a real good way for cracking code. And but there's the intent of these evil bastards that use these kids for certain things. And the handicap are always the last to be heard when it comes to being violated, because most people don't give a fuck.